from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is.
Good morning and welcome to the GDFL Netball show for round 9. Joining me today we have Amanda Handley from Bellpost Hill Netball Club. Welcome, Amanda.
Morning, Fee.
And we've got Mel Holmes, surrounded by the Bellpost Hill girls here.
Aren't you lucky?
I am, absolutely. Welcome.
Thank you. It's good to be back. Where's Donna?
Donna's away this week.
Okay. Yep.
She's away playing some softball and stuff. So.
Nice. I've seen some interesting pictures. Looks like she's having a good time.
I'd say she would be, plus the post-game drinks,
Yeah.
I'd say. We'll have a quick look at last week's games, which is a few things that we do want to bring up and have a chat about. Firstly, Inverleigh 37 defeated Corio 31 in what we did talk about being a pretty close game, which was, but Inverleigh stepped up to that one in a good one. East Geelong 66 defeated Geelong West 25. I can tell you we had 3 of our B grade girls playing up there. Mel Bragg did play again on the weekend. I don't know if everyone's aware that Mel didn't play in the interleague game, that it actually went to a vote at one of the meetings through the GDFL, and it was actually come back as a draw. So that then was taken to Netball Victoria and an independent panel, and she now has a suspended sentence for 2 years, I think it is. So ultimately she gets to play.
Yep. And so what does that mean if next time she makes the interleague team she doesn't play? Or
I'm not 100% sure, Mel, where it happens. I guess the disappointing thing is, you know, the league puts these rules in place, so we are best represented at interleague, and people get out of it. Yeah. It wasn't supported by the clubs. It wasn't, you know, I don't know. I don't think it would have made a difference to our game on the weekend, but, you know, it's something that the league had put in place and they haven't been supported in it. So, the next one, Bellpost Hill 60 defeated Anarchy 18 girls.
Yep, good win.
Good win, absolutely. We were talking about whether Terry might have had a bit of knowledge about your game and things last week and whatever, but you stood up to him and gave it everything you've got, so well done. The other game that we want to have a bit of a chat about, Winchelsea 43 defeated Belmont 28. So a Friday night game last week out at Winch. Winch are holding a few Friday night games this year. Interesting thing was that they had 3 GFL players play in that game.
And Mel was out there. Mel went out and watched the game, so Mel could give us a little bit of information about that.
Yep. So the 3 GFL players, they had 2 from Geelong West, Carly Post, who actually used to play for Werribee Centrals, and Rachel Leader, really tall goal shooter, and also Kath Vickers from St Mary's. So that was their 3 GFL players, along with, I know that Julia Knott played and Renee Pilkington.
Yeah. So they had a couple of their regulars out. Amy Worth was out.
Yeah.
Jacinta Todd, did she play?
Jacinta Todd didn't play.
Yeah, so a few of their regulars out. Yeah, they've brought over GFL players to take that rather than playing B graders up, or, you know, they did play some juniors up though.
Yeah, they did, but otherwise no B graders or anything. So
once again, you know, from a league point of view, and you know, and the competition, it does strengthen the competition, but it's extremely unfair to the other teams, or the teams that are meeting them the weeks that this happens. So Belmont Lions, you know, I think they would have been in, you know, a really good position if those 3 girls hadn't have been in the side to really push Winchelsea. And you know, Winchelsea have made a decision to field their stronger side with what's available, and now they're bringing in players that are available from the GFL competition. And yeah, we were speaking beforehand around, you know, with football you need a match permit to be able to play for another club, and maybe that's something that the league needs to look into.
Yeah, and I guess the other thing, usually it's not going to happen because we both play on Saturdays. Who's going to want to be playing Friday night games out at Winch if this is what's going to happen every week? I know West we've played Friday night games the last few years, but we've had to stop them due to light issues. But who's going to want to go out and do that just thinking that they're going to strengthen their team up with who knows.
And I do know Kath Vickers did play one of the practice matches earlier in the year for Winchelsea before the season started, so she has had contact with them before.
Yep.
But I just think for the teams that are meeting them week to week, it's just such an unfair prospect. You know, most clubs have their 9-10 squads that they're working with. Thursday nights at training, presuming that they're going to come up against a really, really strong Winchelsea side anyhow, with their players that do play weekly, so Amy Worth, Julia Knott, and they're hard enough to beat on any given day, those players. So it's just, I think it just seems unfair.
I guess it's the unknown. It is unfair. I completely agree with you, and I think that we do have Winchelsea coming back on the show in a few weeks, coming up in the later rounds. So I guess we'll question them on that, because we have had Jason on here before and there was no comments about this sort of stuff going on and whatever, so we might be able to question him a bit about it again. The next game, Werribee 54 defeated Bannockburn 25. Werribee, I have printed off the ladder here in 4th position, so another win for them.
So Danny Stewart played on the weekend, and so did Michaela Ward, so they both were back in.
Yep, so again, that's another team we're unsure of what's going on, whether those girls are there or not, but both in on the weekend. And the last game, North Geelong 46 drew with Thompson 46.
It's a ripper.
Yeah, we will be talking to Brooke Young a little bit later in regards to that game and sort of what happened.
And that's not the result I thought it would be. I thought North Geelong would have won that game quite convincingly. I think one of the keys, and again we will ask Brooke later on, but Melody Philpott, I think she's improved out of side, and she's a real key to that side.
Absolutely.
I know when we met them earlier in the year, she played B grade that day, and from a B grade playing point of view, she's improving. Such a young girl, and she's getting stronger and stronger under the post.
Absolutely. And I think we said it, last year was her first year within the GDFL, and she was playing under 17s as well as A grade. And we did comment, I know last year, that she's going to be an up-and-comer, and we've got to watch her. So I think it's great for Thompson. Their scores against some of these other teams have not been anything to be shy about, I don't think. They're always scoring goals and whatever, and I think that sometimes people go in thinking they're just going to wipe over them, but they don't. So well done to Thompson.
Yeah, and on a whole, I really think the competition has shifted a little bit.
Absolutely.
Your top three, but that gap between fourth and 8th or 9th really has closed, and teams have been working hard over the last couple of years. So Thompson. Geelong West, unfortunately, have had injuries, but the gap has closed. Bannockburn, they're the silent achievers at this stage in the competition, and they're a team that other clubs need to watch out for, and Belmont Lions.
Absolutely. And it's really exciting to see that over the next couple of years what's going to happen and what changes are going to happen. You might not have those clear leaders. It might start closing even more. A quick look at the top 5. Going into round 10. At 9, we've got Belpost Teal on top, undefeated with Winchelsea. Girls, you guys haven't met yet this year?
No.
So that'll
23rd of June, come on down.
East Geelong sitting on 28 points, and they're cruising along there as well. Werribee Central's 20, so they're behind. Probably haven't, as we said last week, haven't been in that position for a while. And Bannockburn rounding out the top 5 there, so interesting. Anyway, we'll be back after the break, chatting to Brooke Young from North Geelong.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. We're here to tell you how football is